Hello.
Hi Vishal, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good too, thank you. Have a seat. So was it hard for you to find my place?
Thanks for sharing the location.
Oh.
Easy for me to locate your place.
Yeah, sit wherever you want to.
Okay, I'll sit here.
Great. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
That's great. So, would you like to have some water or tea?
No, thank you.
That's great. So, briefing about myself, I'm an intern practicum with XYZ agency, and I'm here for 5 months, and I'll be there to counsel and guide you further. So, I use the pronouns of she and her. What about you?
He and her.
It's great. So, I'm available on Saturdays from 11 to 5. Whatever time suits for you, we can go with that.
On weekend, I'm available, so we can schedule our meeting at around 2.
That's great. So we can go with 2 to 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So, except for that 1 hour, if you need my assistance, you can just email me that I have provided you in your forms. You can see that afterwards. And also, if you need any immediate assistance from me or from my agency, you are always welcome to call and bring on the helpline numbers that the agency will provide you. So, is there anything that you want to know?
No.
Okay, that's great. So Vishal, I just want to appreciate and thank you for giving your time to me and talking with me, and that is so great. Thank you so much for that.
No issues.
So, if you need my assistance once these counseling sessions are over, that are like for 2 months. So we have this counseling session for 2 months, that is for 8 weeks. And if you need my assistance even after those 8 weeks, feel free to contact me, and I will always be available for you. And we can talk about it once we are done with our sessions, and then further I can talk to my agency for that. Is there anything else that you want to know?
No, thank you.
That's great. So how's everything going on, Vishal?
Things are not going well right now for me, financially, health-wise, and personally also. So, me and my girlfriend.
Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to tell you, there are some confidentiality rules that I need to tell you before doing anything about you. That's the protocol. So, just like whatever you talk with me, it's gonna stay confidential. Means it's just gonna be between you and me, and that is it. But yes, there are certain things that I am obliged to. I have to share your information with your consent with my authorities, higher authorities, and the agencies that I am working with. Except for that, there are certain rules that I have to, where I can have to, break the confidentiality. The first one goes if you are, vulnerable to any self-harm or say suicide. Second one goes with if you can hurt any child who is below the age of 15 specifically, or anyone in their old age. The third one goes with if the courts or the legal authorities ask me anything, and I'm supposed to tell them about whatever conversations we had. And the fourth one goes like if you are missing, which I hope won't ever happen. I'm required to tell the police about information and the things that we have talked about. Is that okay for you?
Completely makes sense, and as you have just mentioned things about confidentiality, I have just one question. Can I bring my wife in any of the counseling?
Yeah, feel free to, if you are comfortable with your wife being here in sessions with us, feel free to bring her in. But then there is something that I would like to add on. I cannot ensure the confidentiality from her side. Obviously, it's going to be confidential if I am and we both are talking. But then when it comes to her and I am not sure, I cannot ensure the confidentiality.
Yeah, completely makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So, is there anything that I need to do to make you feel more comfortable? You can just let me know.
No, I'm comfortable.
That is great. So, as I see, there is a gender difference between both of us. I just want to make sure that you are comfortable in talking to a person, with a different gender. That would not be a problem for you,
No,
is it? Yeah, that is great. But I'll always try my best to relate to you so that I can just understand you better, and then obviously if I'll be of help to you so that I can guide you better or anything. So also I want to tell you that you always have the right that you can change your counselor at any given point of the time, and you won't be questionable for that. But I hope that it won't be a case between both of us.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you want to know from my end?
No.
Yeah, that's all about me. So now I would like to know what is the reason that brought you here.
Yeah. So as I mentioned to you, that I'm not feeling well right now, and I'm not in my great shape right now, financially, physically, and personally. So as I mentioned, that I married with my wife 5 years ago, and we had a 3-year-old child, and everything was perfect in the beginning. But during the pandemic, I lost my job. Yeah, and till now I'm not able to find any job. So I'm facing financial issues. And right now in my family, I would say, my wife is the only main source of income, and I'm completely dependent on her, and that's why I'm facing a lot of challenges. I'm in a kind of a overwhelming situation. I'm not able to sustain myself right now, and that's why I started consuming substances which are not good for my health and my family too. I'm trying my best to avoid those substances, but I'm not able to do it, and because of those substances, I'm not living with my family for last 1 year. Yeah.
Okay, so what was something that triggered you to use substances?
When I inject and use those substances, I feel relaxed, and I would say that's why I'm using it for last 1 year.
Yeah, I get that. I have not been into your situation, but then I can relate to you, and I can completely understand it gets like really hard to get rid of some things or even some people at time when we are so attached to them. Yeah. So if you ever had a situation, what would make you feel better? Living with your son, or like or living with your family, or like using.
Yeah, I've never tried it, this thing, because as I told you that I'm not allowed to enter my house, because my wife put a clear instruction that she don't want me near to my son right now because I'm not in a good shape right now. But I can try this thing to start living with my family and try to avoid those substances. But right now, my situation is worse, and I need those substances on daily basis.
Yeah, so I can get you, but if we see the view holistically, I feel like your wife isn't allowing you to meet your son because you are consuming drugs and everything. So basically, we see it's a whole cycle. You're consuming drugs because you cannot meet your family, and you cannot meet your family because you are consuming drugs. So what we can do is you can try that quitting on drugs for a day or two, and instead of using drugs, you can go and meet with your son, go and enjoy your weekend with your family, so that you can just know how it feels without drugs. Your family can be your biggest support system during that time. So what do you say on that?
This makes completely sense, and I can try this.
Yeah. So is it?
Yeah.